In this project, I'll be using the Caron Simply Soft yarn. This is in shade Victorian Rose, and I will be using this 5mm hook by Susan Bates and some scissor and needle to sew our ends later. To begin, I will be making the slip knot. So, okay. There. I will probably be a little faster working on this project, so if you're a beginner, I suggest that you learn this the stitches first, like the slip knot and the chains and the double crochet and so on, because for me this is like an intermediate pattern that I made. So just to let you guys know. So I have my slip knot here, and this is going to be our base, so we have to work on our chains a little loose. Okay, so we're going to make 96 chains. So go ahead and make your 96 chains. I'm trying to make it a little loose. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go ahead and make your 96 chains, and I will see you at the end of our round. Okay, I just finished my 96 chains. Okay, and we're going to slip stitch or connect to the very first chain that we made to form a circle for our cowl. So I just this is just how I do mine. So I just try to like not twist my yarn by facing the front stitch and making them aligned and not twisted. So there are different techniques on how you can make a long chain without twisting, but for me this is I'm comfortable with. So okay, I have here my first chain, and I'll just make my let me just zoom it in. Mine is, instead of going to the like the regular slip stitch that we do, what I do is I connect it at the back part of the chain, which is this bump right here, as you can see there. So there, that's the front, the chain, and then I slip stitch at the back. Okay. There. So for this first, we will be working on our first row or round. So I will be making the double crochets on this bump part here. If you can see that, like that's the front chains and this is the back chain, like this bump, as you can see this. So that's where I am going to be working on, and I chose these techniques so after I finish my project, it will, the sides of my the end of my project is going to be look the same. So I will show it to you guys later on. Okay, now we're going to start in our first row. So I'll be making 3 chains. Okay, and then yarn over, and again going to the, this is the front, going to the back part, this bump right here, make a double crochet. It's kind of tricky because it's just a little hard to get through the bump, so that's the only hard part. But for me, I like it. It's worth it after I finish my project. There. So that's our chains is the 3 chains that we made is considered as the double crochet. So we have 3 double crochets now. Okay, again, double crochet. Oops. So you can, if you like to do the common one, like you work on the chain, you can also do that. Just do whatever works for you. There. So go ahead and make your double crochets all around, and I will meet you after that. Okay, I just finished my last double crochet here. Next is I'm going to slip stitch the three chains that we made. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to slip stitch here the 3rd chain there. So this is our first row. Okay, so as you can see, mine is, it's not twisted, just circle. Okay, now we're going to start in our second row. We'll start making the first chain. Okay, and in this part we will have to single crochet on each stitch all around. Okay, so I'm going to single crochet the same space where I made my slip stitch there. Then I'm going to the next chain, or stitch, single crochet there. So that's all we're going to do. So you make your single crochet on each stitch around. Now I'm on my last single crochet here, there, and I'm going to slip stitch and connect to the first single crochet that we made there. Okay, and moving on to our third round, or the row 3. we'll start making at 3 chains. So there. And this is the part where we're going to start our front post treble crochet. So as you can see, this is a line on this chain here, or in these stitches. We're going to do a front post treble crochet on this stitch right here. Okay, yarn over twice, then front and then back, then yarn over, pull, so you yarn over 3 times. So that is our front post treble crochet. So you will be working on these double crochets here, but you will have to skip 1 each time you do your work. So next we will do a double crochet on these here. We're going to skip doing front post and we're going to make a double crochet on this single crochet right here. So there. Next, again, do the treble crochet. Front post treble crochet. We skip this, then we go to the next. There, yarn over 3 times. That's our front post treble crochet. So this is what's going to happen. After we're done with the front post treble crochet, we do this double crochet in line to this stitch there in that single crochet, then next front post treble crochet, and then double crochet, and then front post treble crochet. So you just keep repeating that pattern. So I will meet you at the end of our round. I just finished my third row. All of my stitches here, and I just slip stitch on the 3 chains that we made to connect it, and this is our project, the ripple stitch. This is the first part. So you see, I like it. So if you guys like it, let me know in the comment below. Okay, and we're moving on to our 1, 2, 3, 4th row. Okay, so we will repeat the row 2 pattern, like single crochet on each stitch around. So we have to make chain 1 and then make a single crochet in that same space where we made our slip stitch there. Then go to the next stitch, there. Go ahead and make a single crochet on each stitch around. To begin our row 5, make your 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And this time, instead of starting with a front post treble crochet, we are going to be making a double crochet in line to this front post treble crochet here. So go ahead, yarn over, insert your hook in this single crochet, and that's our double crochet. And next is we have here the double crochet here. That's where we're going to do our front post treble crochet. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, oops, there, yarn over 3 times. Okay, and next is double crochet here, and then front post treble crochet in this double crochet here. Okay, so we yarn over twice. We're done with our double crochet here. We make a front post treble crochet next. Then double crochet again. So you'll have to repeat this pattern again. Just make sure that every time you go to this double crochet, you make your front post treble crochet. So it's easy pattern. So you make double crochet on this stitch, and then next front post treble crochet, and then next is double crochet. So just make sure you're doing your front post treble crochet around this double crochet down here. So go ahead and make your stitches, and I will see you at the end of our round. I just finished my last stitch here, which is front post treble crochet, and then next is we're going to connect on our 3 chains that we made. So make your slip stitch, there. So we're done with our 5th row. This is how it looks like, and the inside we're moving on to our 6th row, and as we keep increasing our rows and making more stitches, you will just keep repeating this pattern. You make your in row 6, you make your single crochet again on your each stitch around, and then when you're done making single crochet, you slip stitch again, you connect your round, and then next is you start by making the this ripple pattern. So you're going to be starting with the since we already made a double crochet here, then the next row will be a front post treble crochet. If you have any questions about this pattern, feel free to comment down below anytime. Okay, so make your single crochet all around, and again you just repeat this pattern you just remember that if it's a, now that we have here a front post, now that we have here a double crochet, then in the, this is the 5th, 6th, and the 7th row, you're going to start making the front post here. The next will be a double crochet for here, and then next is a front post, treble crochet, and then again, just so on. You start again by making the front post treble crochet. Okay, so it's just a repetition, so you just keep repeating this row, the row 1 and 3, just repeat that, and until you reach the desired length or width that you want. So as you can see here, so this is my finished project. I just used these colors so that you guys can see it, and I just kept repeating the pattern over and over until I am happy with the, how the thickness, the width that I wanted. And this measures around around 7 inches. And then this is connected already. I already sewed the ends on this. So you have 13, and there. So I will show you guys when I'm done with this project. Okay, I am on my last stitch here, and this is my last row. I'm going to make a slip stitch in the very first chain, stitch that we made. Then I just leave about like around 3 inches just so I can sew the ends. Okay. So this is my finished look. You guys can see it. Okay. So I ended up making 23 rows. So this is about 7 inches, and I end up making single crochet here. And yeah, that's how it is. And what we're going to do next is sew the ends. Let me just zoom it in. Okay, so if you're going to make this, you're free to make it how many rows you like. Make it, how thick you want it, or how long you like it to be. When I'm slip stitching, I just like to hide it, here, and then going back this stitch right here, just so it locks in place. And yeah, and I'm happy with that. other side. This was the part where we connect our very first row, so I just go here. You can also make this in a changing color, like alternating colors for this one. There. Okay, so I changed it with this color and I like it too. It's very pink in the video, but in person it's kind of like a pale kind of pink. So I like it. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and thank you so much for watching.